messy, oh, yeah. Look, I'm in my mess. Her bobbing her head, she said it's a vibe. Real bitch, super spoons, I had to get her, I had to survive. Bro, gon' shoot like a star, no need for a scope. Click on the flash, see the light. See me in chance and I tell you.
KOTV, it's your boy Weeks. I got Rain with me.
Yes, indeed.
I got a very special guest. She goes by the name of Jasmine. Let's clap it up for her.
Thanks for having me.
Before we get into this episode, I'm trying to be a straight YouTuber guy, so I need y'all to subscribe. You know, I be forgetting that because, you know, I'm still new to the tube, so I need y'all to subscribe and all that.
Like the video.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, you feel me? That's the 3. You gotta get the 3 right there.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. If I was on Twitch, shout out to all the gifted subs. You know, I know how to do it. I just be forgetting sometimes, you know, but.
And for all y'all that's out there watching us and not subscribing, y'all mad weird. I want y'all to know that right now. Y'all mad weird. Y'all watching all the videos, y'all clocking in, y'all talking shit. Man, you might as well subscribe.
He's right. He's right. And he got his special jacket on. You know, Rain got this thing. I hate that jacket, but he love wearing that jacket. Yo. I be like, oh my God, not again. He love that jacket.
I'm gonna update it too about another one.
He got updated. He got updated. But all right, without further ado, we're gonna get into Jasmine because it's not about you.
I'm sorry. Apologize, people.
So, give us a little background about Jasmine the Shoota.
All right, Jasmine Shoota was born in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Word.
I'm an Aries. I don't know if that really matters, but I'm an Aries.
Aries? What is that? What month is that?
March 22nd.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really.
I'm not so much
You might be the first Aries I've ever met. Like, I don't think it's a lot of
I'm not to lie. Y'all kind of weird.
Y'all
I don't be running.
Kind of weird.
Y'all kind of rare. Like,
Rare.
I don't be running.
Yeah, we are. Like we are. We're good people. All Aries are good people.
Whoa.
You seem like it. I don't know a lot of Aries. Like, you're like
we good people.
number one. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, it's not just mad at y'all.
We're good people.
It's not a thing.
Yeah. So yes, I'm Jasmine. I'm born and raised in Bridgeport, Connecticut. I went to Lincoln University. It's the first HBCU established in the country. I say that every time I say that name. I need people to know that. That's my school.
First established.
So hold on, let's talk about HBCUs for a minute. Because I considered going to an HBCU before. Have you ever considered going to an HBCU?
My pockets didn't align with the requirements that were necessary.
Have you ever considered it though?
My pockets weren't aligned.
So it was just flat out
so
no. Like he didn't even think about it.
I seen it. I said, well, Howard lit. They said they wanted how much? I said, hey, cuz either I'm gonna boom this, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm about to go to Central. Cause you know me?
So I never thought about going to Howard, but I almost went to Morehouse and I almost went to Clark. I got accepted to both. So before y'all think I didn't go, I'm one of them. Yeah, I'm one of them. In school, I'm one of them. You feel me? But I ended up not going. So like, can you tell me some of what I missed?
Yes. So
please, yo.
I really think that all black people should go to HBCUs. Like, if you're not going to an Ivy League, I'm not impressed with where you go to if it's not an HBCU.
Oh, damn.
And I feel passionately about my HBCUs because I feel like HBCUs are the perfect springboard for adulthood. Like, you go into college is where you learn about yourself, where you learn about life, where you learn about the world, right? You really reframe your thinking in college, right? And I think that HBCU is the perfect place to frame and reframe your thinking. Like, you're around intelligent, driven black people. You're gonna have a fun time. Your teachers care about you, you know, and some like practical reasons is actually, even though you looked at Howard is real pricey. But Howard is well known, right? So if you look at many other colleges, HBCUs give the most scholarship money. Fun fact. I got a full scholarship to Lincoln.
Hey.
So they give good money, and my GPA in high school might have been like a 3.8. I mean, it's kind of high.
That's not light. That's not light.
But for a full ride, though, like, you know, like that's good. Yeah. So and aside from that, a lot of HBCUs are second chance schools, so they understand our circumstances. So they know that everyone like didn't have the best high school, didn't have the best home situation. So they know that, you know, even if you're not a straight A student, we'll accept you, we'll give you some money, and we'll give you a chance to get yourself together, right? Yeah. So aside from Howard, like Morgan State is a great school to go to. They take a wide range of students, right? Morgan is lit. First of all, Morgan is lit.
That's like one of the.
I hear that's really
yeah.
Morgan's really
Yeah. Yes. And then on the grade side, they accept you and they give you some money, like a PWI. Let's say you have a 2.5, 2.7, like they'll accept you, but you're gonna get a little bit of money. HBCU will take you in, give you some bread, and give you tutors, give you advisors, all this stuff, right? So HBCUs are great. Like I think that people really need to understand them some more and really invest in them some more.
Okay, can you explain what a PWI is real quick?
Yes, a PWI is a predominantly white institution.
Oh,
yes.
I went to a PWI.
Yes, you did.
We went to PWI.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I'm wild.
Yes, you did.
Nah, I told you you're a little slow sometimes. I told you.
Yo, calling my school PWI is crazy.
Yes, that's crazy, right? Who wants to go to a PWI? Who wants to go to that?
I said no.
Crazy.
Yes.
That's needy.
What?
And another fun fact is there's things called Latino serving institutions. So those are like HBCU, but for Latinos.
Oh.
There's some in New York. It's not as much. There's 107 HBCUs in the country. There's probably not even, and it's a lot of options.
Oh my
God. A lot of options.
Yeah, I can't front. I thought it was like
5 probably.
yeah.
The divine nine.
Right.
I was trying to ask him in my head.
Right.
Like,
Yo.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yes.
So, like, it's funny you say, like, you brought up something about, like, scholarships. So, Clark was, like, the school that I would really wanted to go to. Like, I was leaning towards Clark, but I ended up not going because of some things that did involve school. Mm-hmm. And basically, I put my deposit down for Central. Yeah. Clark hit me up like, yo, we got scholarship money for you. I was so upset, bro. Like, when I tell you, I was so upset, bro. Because, but it's like, you know, like, once you put the deposit down, it's like, your family not playing that.
Period.
You about to do this year at Central, and if you feel away.
Listen.
Hopefully Clark got the money.
Yeah, so
Hopefully still got the money.
I had to adjust. You feel me? But
it is what it is.
If I ain't gonna hold you, like, the thing about college, like, I had a good time still, but
I had an amazing time.
If you had to pick 1 or 2 events in college that you feel like oh shit, like I'm in college. Like, what was your oh shit, I'm in college?
What was that moment when everything just went like straight scary movie? You feel me? I don't know. I don't know about no scary movie.
So 2 experiences. One that involved partying and other one probably.
Think about it now. Don't think about it.
Yeah. So for me, like, have you heard of HBCU homecomings?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Come on, we've been doing a few.
Right. So when I experienced my first homecoming, that was dope. Like, it was good vibes. It just feels like a big family reunion. Like a big family reunion. Yes.
Mad food.
Yes.
Mad food.
Yes.
People dancing. Mad colors. Beautiful. It's just a whole bunch of brown beauty. It's just like, oh man.
Yes, and it be kids out there too. And campus would be lit from like 12 noon to like 5 in the morning.
No, yeah.
Yes, like that was my first time getting home at 5 in the morning during a homecoming. That was when it hit me like, wow, like this is college. Like getting home at 5 in the morning at homecoming. And then I had another experience. And yesterday was Cinco de Mayo, so I seen Justin LaBoy had posted. I don't follow Justin LaBoy, but he be posting some funny stuff.
Good.
But he had posted a meme, and it was like, I'm about to be drunk, so drunk I'm speaking Spanish all day. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm half Puerto Rican. So I got drunk one night in college, and I only spoke Spanish. I wasn't talking no English, none. It was my freshman year. I didn't speak no English.
That is insane.
Yes.
So what did your friend say?
Thankfully, my roommate spoke Spanish, so she could translate for me. And she's Ghanaian. She's from Africa, so she like low-key has no business speaking Spanish, but of course anybody can speak any language. But like, thankfully, she spoke Spanish because I was not speaking no English. Like,
that's wild.
I was like, me llamo Jasmine, like yo vivo and blah blah blah. Like,
oh nah, I would have walked out the room like, I got it.
That's wild.
I know I feel Spanish, so I ain't.
Hell yeah, So my moment, it's nothing like that. Like my moment where I was like, oh shit, I'm in college. Like, so like I was like. Full disclosure, like I wasn't no dickhead in school. Like he was a dickhead.
I really wasn't.
I was
a good person.
Good student. Like I was like A's and B's type. Like
I got an A or 2.
College, I got my first F in philosophy. Bro, when I tell you I freaked out, bro, like hyperventilate, I'm like, no way. Like I ain't just getting no. She ain't just grade me like this. Like
it was like
bro, I'm telling you, I'm talking to the professor. I'm like, this ain't right. Like, nah.
I got nothing.
Like, in philosophy is like such a like. That's not even like a
Your
class
opinion.
that you can judge. Like that's such an opinionated class. I'm like,
yeah,
you don't fuck with my philosophy.
So basically, if it's not,
Your philosophy is poor.
You ain't fucking with the way I'm thinking.
That's
Like that's
wrong.
what you're
That's
telling
crazy.
me. I'm like, damn, maybe this is not for me.
Right.
Maybe this is not for me. But like, by the grace of God, I persevered. You feel me? I got through.
What a mother.
I mean,
There you go.
my other oh shit, I'm in college moment is just seeing people like from all different walks of life. And just,
Yeah.
it's weird motherfuckers, tall motherfuckers, short motherfuckers, ugly motherfuckers,
Theater
type
people.
dudes.
Okay.
Like
Weird breeds.
it's all type of people, man.
Yeah, that's the one thing I enjoy about college. And going to a HBCU, people think that they're not diverse, but black people are very different.
Yeah.
Black people from everywhere across the country are different
Man,
black people, so it was a great experience. And I'm sure as at a PWI, you experienced a lot of diversity too. Well, it's a decent amount. Not a lot. Let me not say a lot, but different diversity than I
I mean,
experienced.
let me say,
And what's your oh shit, it's college moment?
Oh, mine?
When they told you put your flag away?
Yeah, probably that one. Probably that one. You know what I'm saying? No, it wasn't that. My moments. A lot of moments. All right, boom. So my old shit college moment, right? So I'm with the homies. It's me, Greg, Aaron, Kels, right? We went to a function. It was a lit function. I'm talking about I think I was freshmen. Wildin'. Went to a lit function. It's way out West Bumble. Mind you, ain't got no ride. I ain't have my phone to call me to my homies, nothing. So he like, yo, I'm gonna get us a ride to like Bridgeport or something like that, and then we gonna get back to the crib. I'm like, we gotta go to New Britain. I don't understand with the lane, you know what I'm saying? So we getting to Bridgeport, right?
Yeah.
We supposed to go to the function in Bridgeport. Activity, like something happened. Somebody's in a fight and we all get kicked out the crib. So now we outside in Bridgeport, it's in the cold. I'm taking it like it was cold.
You're missing your party.
I ain't got no women in the You feel me? Then we get invited back into the crib. But then it's crazy because I ain't gonna say his name, but Cuz was the only one that got to go in the room and you know what I mean, did the dab, but everybody else cold as hell. You feel me? Sitting here freezing on the floor. You feel me? Long story short, the next day, we try to get our ride situated. They're like, yo, you gotta leave. My brothers got in jail.
Oh.
You feel me? And they come into the crib. I said, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. We gotta go now. Because if we talk crazy, I'm gonna just
We gotta go.
We gotta go now. So now it get crazier, y'all. Now we walking from this part of Bridgeport to this part of Bridgeport in the cold. It was so bad, y'all. Whenever the wind started coming, somebody would be like, turn! And the whole team would just turn. That moment, and my second moment for me, was shout out to Kinga, you know what I'm saying? It's my professor Kinga. She she pulling the sun right now. But feel me? I was tripping up, wasn't doing my thing, like feel me? And I told everybody, I said if I don't do graphic design in college, I ain't doing nothing else. Feel me? I ain't doing no math, science, and trash and all that. That's not my path, that's not what it is. It ain't for me. And she told me one day, she was like, Ryan, I see it, but you playing around and real talk. If you don't get it together, I don't think this is for you. You're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, read the program. After that moment, you know what I mean? I was like, oh nah, I'm the only black person in here because I'm not about to be the only black person in here.
That's a real friend.
Out, yeah.
That's wild. Now they looking at me walking through campus. Nah, I'm still here. And little flex real quick. Some of y'all not even designers anymore.
Talk heavy.
Oh, that was for me, man.
Okay.
All right.
So we gonna move on to another topic. A topic I think is a little selfish for me because Jasmine's actually the brand owner of my first bonnet.
Oh, word?
And will probably be the only person I go to for bonnet.
Loyalty.
So,
Loyalty.
I kind of want to talk about the crown jewels. You feel me? I kind of want you to talk about what made you come up with the idea for the crown jewels.
We got to hear about that.
Yes. So crown jewels, I wanted to sell something that I felt like I knew people would buy. Okay. Like I didn't, and I saw do-rags. Like who's not going to buy do-rags, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I had started in 2019, I want to say, velvet do-rags was popping back then.
I remember those.
It was like wild. Yeah. So that was like how I got on board with that. I still see people in velvet do-rags like every now and then. But back then it was like, that was the thing. So I started selling velvet do-rags, like supply and demand type thing, like, you know. And then I branched out to, y'all might not remember, but it was like gem pins, like hair pins that girls was wearing. That was like crack. That hit the streets hard.
The color pins? The color like hair pins? Yo,
yes, color ones, and it was like diamonds and all that.
Green, like lime green on it.
Yeah. Yeah, those hit the streets hard. So I started selling those as well. And Crown Jewels is an accessory boutique, so it's just like small stuff to complete your outfit, to complete your look. You know, I saw sunglasses as well. So I felt like I think
inventory.
Yeah, she got a lot of products.
I got options, I got flavors. Like,
It's a lot.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
lot
a plug,
going
like,
on.
feel me?
It's a lot going on.
You gotta go through the border just to get over here, so you got
right, quality.
Real good quality. So, is there any new Crown Jewels coming out? We got anything new coming?
Yes, I'm definitely planning how I can revamp Crown Jewels, and I actually, like, you know, me being a photographer, I want to bring art. I want to mesh my art with my branding. So I want it to be fine art, but in a do-rag. So
Ooh,
yeah,
I like
you
that.
know,
I like that concept.
yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm trying to
so
revamp
dope.
my branding right now. Yeah.
You don't dip and dabble with the digital art?
My best friend, I respect y'all that do this, because my best friend is a graphic designer, and I love what he does, but I haven't tried it out yet.
Yeah, because I feel like if you already do art, you know, you just tap into it and just play around. You might be surprised. Even if you get like an iPad and you start messing with a software called Procreate, I think it's like $10, $20. Drop the bag when they go get some custom brushes.
I might.
Play around. You'd be surprised what you could probably do, like here front.
Yeah, you know, I could actually draw. I love to draw and I love
That's
to paint.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
You know what's funny? I can actually draw too. I used to be able to draw really good, but
The
like
transition's a little rough, but once you learn how to really play around, you start creating some shit.
I hear you. I hear that. It's Procreate. Is that a Photoshop thing?
Nah, that's his own. I use Illustrator and Photoshop. That's part of the Adobe package.
giving them the sauce.
You feel me?
Right.
Talk about this after.
You're right.
It's none of y'all business. Just clip that whole.
Make
last
them pay
part
for
out.
that.
Word.
So we gotta get into something a little spicy. But before we get into something a little spicy, I gotta say, I want to rest in peace to my boy Kev Sam with the lamb.
man.
You feel me?
Rest in peace.
He probably one of the reasons we talk about this today. You feel me? But Kevin Samuel was a extremely popular YouTuber with his voice. He was delivering a message to both men and women that I felt like was
Most definitely.
both powerful and needed. Said obviously to the people that he wasn't talking to, the message was not for you. And there are people that I feel like the message wasn't for that look at him and I like, because I'm seeing the mixed feelings I'm seeing towards somebody passing. I don't like it. That's nasty.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's real McNasty. And I ain't talking about McDonald's.
Can I talk about that real quick?
Go for it. Yeah.
So I agree that you should respect dead people, right? The one thing that I seen today, so Kevin Samuels has been received differently. Like, you know, some people liked it, some people felt attacked, blah, blah, blah. So the people who felt attacked by what he said, those are the ones that are speaking ill about him and his passing, right? But let's say, like, I'm not saying people are right, wrong. I'm not saying they perceived him right or wrong, whatever. But let's say that he was speaking ill about certain people. When you pass away and you're a bad person or you say bad things, that's going to come up. So, like, you know.
I agree.
Even, like, we can't ignore that. Not to say that it was right or wrong, but anyone, when you pass away, like, the good thing that you did come up and the bad things do as well. So I think that's one thing to keep in mind. If he was saying something that was out of line, that was disrespectful, that like warrants the comments that he's getting right now, that's what happens. Like, you know, if you do bad things, people talk about those bad things.
Okay. So basically,
But respect to him, though. Respect to him. And I don't want to.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I just like, but you know, like I said, man, I really don't like the, you know what I'm saying, the disrespect on behalf of the fact that, because, like I said, whether you agree with him or not, his core goal and mission, and he said it multiple times, like, even though you might not have respected delivery, he might have said some controversial things or whatever, you feel me? He really had one goal, and it was to really help the black family. You feel me? That really was his main thing. So he was, look, you gotta get it together for your husband. You gotta get it together for your wife. You gotta lower your standards. You gotta sit there and brother. You gotta get your shit together. You can't be sitting there. Like, he really was sitting there, and he was hitting
simple
everybody.
procedure.
He was really hitting everybody.
Do it to her.
And I think the message got lost because of the fact that when a lot of those wild ass viral moments started happening, people just automatically seen him as this monster. Like, oh, he gotta be this, he gotta be that. Y'all ain't even watched the last.
But it sucks how we went viral when he started talking about women.
That's
right?
the crazy part.
He was giving men hell for years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Cool.
For years,
Cool.
like, no one cared.
Like, he his videos on YouTube where he letting them have it.
You don't get 1.4 million subscribers out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That don't. He
grew that.
been working for years.
He do that.
But
But
back
you
to
know,
you.
rest
So
in peace though. You know what I'm saying?
if she was on Kevin Samuel's show,
People ask me my age.
he would say the first thing he would say is
He was-
the first thing he would say is how old are you?
26.
You know, and you wouldn't have to tell me, you feel me? And then, you know, he'd say, like, you know, what do you look for in a man? What do you want?
So no, he also be asking shirt size. He be asking weight.
But time out though. Time out. Y'all, if y'all see the types of women that come on his show, right? You know, these girls don't be all the way put together. Like, like I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, we're not.
Some of them be trolling.
Yeah, they do.
You're not just asking to be on Kevin's show. You asking to be on Kevin's show. You gonna bullshit. You gonna say, I want a high value man. So he can tear you apart and you can hopefully get some light off of it.
That's what it is.
They know what they be doing. If somebody like you went on his show, he would not do that because I've seen him not do that.
But it does
get the same treatment.
So if he's like, what do you look for in a man? He'd ask you if you had any kids. You feel me? Because
no kids.
As men, do you have any kids? Okay.
Actually, I have. I became a plant mom today, but
you got plants?
it's my first plants. I bought two. I bought a pink flower and a purple flower.
Hey.
Yes.
I be building gardens and all that.
They're a couple hours old.
Oh, word? A couple?
You got a garden?
B&B's. He had a little garden in the back.
That's cool.
I'm rebuilding it now because with the winter still kind of like trying to play around.
Are you what's your nationality?
Jamaican.
Yeah, Jamaican men have a green thumb.
He's definitely a botanist.
I'm telling you, just be touching stuff.
definitely
and it
a
just be
botanist.
growing.
Y'all have a different connection to the land. Jamaicans really do.
And I used to hate like gardens and stuff like that. For real, I hate bugs, centipedes, spiders, just getting in the dirt, like you know what I'm saying. But now I love it.
Second nature.
Second nature.
That's cool. I just do.
So what do you look for in a man?
I look for honesty.
Speak on it.
Honesty.
Honesty, it
Honesty.
exists. It exists. Don't say it like it don't exist. It's here.
I didn't say it. I just honesty. I like loyalty. I like commitment. I like intelligence. I like men who have a relationship with God, men who know themselves deeply. I like substance.
Now, see, Kevin Samuels would have no problem with her. Because at no point did she say money and nothing like that. And, a man had to have this. Then he'd have got in your ass. He'd have.
Yes. so how much money do you make?
So you want a high value man? What do you think is a high value man? He just start. That's when he start getting into the avenues.
Do you know how many men make over 500,000?
Yeah.
17%.
She gonna get nervous.
You got 3. 3. That's 3%.
Yep. That's 3%.
So so does Kevin Samuels, because I don't listen to him too much, but I wanted to, hear about what he's been saying so I can get my own perception of it. So he gives advice to high value men, or he teaches you how to become a high value man?
He gives. It's not. That's the thing. The message, because of all his viral clips, the message got clouded in this whole high value man.
Yeah,
that's not the message.
That's not the message. Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I feel like the message is more so work hard, be grateful, and be happy with what you got.
Nothing wrong with that.
There are women that there are women that go on his show. There was a girl that went on his show, was like she's like, yeah, he does. He lives with me. Like, they lived together. They was living together. He was paying all the bills. He was treating her good, and she left him. And he's like, well, why'd you leave him? She's like, because I just feel like I just deserve more. Like, I just feel like he could just make more. And like,
she left him because she thought he should make more money.
Yes,
and he was doing.
And that's it.
He was handling everything. And it's like, yeah,
that's scary.
I'm gonna kill you now because you talking about high value men. That's not high value to you. He putting in work. He putting in pain. What somebody got to
paying all them bills, right?
Like, to be high value, what you gotta do?
Honestly, you gotta make 500.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not making 500.
You comparing him to what? Chris Brown, did he? It's a lot of motherfuckers that's gonna fall short to them. Yeah, you off your rockers. Well, I'm gonna tell you about yourself. And now I gotta ask you, what do you do?
Everybody got private jet money.
And then he'll hit you with the. Oh, so you're in between jobs and you have your nails done?
Ooh.
How did that happen?
It be wild,
How'd that get there? You know, it's like just things
It's
like that. And then on the flip side for men, like, there'll be dudes like they'll act like they got it all together, and he'll be like, "What do you drive?" Oh, right now I'm just doing this and that. So how do you expect to get a girl to care about you and love you and you can't even take her on a date? It's like basic things like that.
But it's basic
He's not
stuff.
saying he might.
It's his delivery. I'm telling you, it's his delivery. I think his delivery
But
is
I
so
feel like
good.
the delivery. I was just telling her delivery. It's a lot of sauce, and that's what you kind of gotta do. You gotta
Yes, say what you said about the camera for the
You
camera.
gotta put like sauce on things. Like that's camera work. That's not. Oh, I'm really doing this because I feel this way about you. That's sauce.
That's a good point.
I'm gonna keep my viewers. What you mean? I'm kept seeing with the lamb.
That personality has to be in the situation.
You get me? Like
That's a good point. I need to see more of his controversial clips. And I'm one that I don't believe in just running off of a headline or like a 10-second clip. So I don't speak on him too much because I never really sat down and watched what he was saying. But that's helpful information about his message. It definitely do be tough love, and I feel like people run from tough love, and there's still a good message in there. Like I know that from coaches, like the coach is gonna yell at you and be on your ass, right? Like you still gotta take separate the emotion and take the message and internalize it.
Definitely. I got one more question before we move on. Feel me? How does one lock down Jasmine the Shoota before she's out of here?
Before I'm out of here. Before I'm out of here.
Be like, son.
Before I'm out of here. One thing, the number one thing, I don't date on Instagram. Like Instagram is not a dating app for me. Like I'm not there to meet men, none of that. So like off of a DM, it's not gonna happen. Yeah.
So your crush, that's gonna watch this?
It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen.
You have to like.
You gotta run down. Yeah, you gotta run down on me.
And really step. Like, make sure you really step.
You gotta try to email or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Email. Show me that you're serious. Yes.
Do an email for work.
Subject? Can I take you to date? Big letters in the subject.
Maybe an email with a selfie. Maybe I don't know.
Subject is crazy.
But definitely meet me in person. And I like substance, and I like a guy to come to me and treat me like I'm important. I'm important to you, right?
Okay.
So like, don't just come and you text me whenever you want to text me, or you see me whenever you want to see me, and like the conversation be dry. Like I like effort.
Make you a priority.
When the time comes, I like effort. Let me say it like that. I like substance and I like effort. Okay. And if like our values align, like when it comes to relationships, I'm a pretty deep person.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, I need to feel like some kind of connection there. Like it can't just be physical. It can't just be I see you and I like you. Like I like to feel like
yeah.
You guys in it. Like I told you,
it's gotta align with the galaxies in order for the supernova to occur. You figured them?
All right. Away with the philosophical teaching.
Supernova is a big word.
Ooh, we learned that in college.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah.
But
what do y'all look for in women? Like what's important to y'all? Yeah, what's important to y'all? What's important to y'all in women? Let me before we switch.
So I always try to pivot before they get me.
Before we switch.
Nah, our accountant just hit us. He said we got to deal with some
So Kyle, we short on time.
Before the battery die. Real quick. Give me three things.
Right. So all right, for me, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I'm like, I don't want to say I'm deep, but like I wear my heart right here. So you just can't play with me. That's really what it comes down to. And I'm not really the type of person you can play with. So if I feel that way, like 'cause my thing is like, I feel like every girl has felt a way for somebody before. I'm not saying you have to feel that way for me off gate, but I have to feel that energy. As a man,
I gotta feel that.
we've also, I can't speak for him. He him.
Don't do him.
But I've had women like me a lot before, so I also know what that feels like. If I don't feel that,
I know what you mean.
I know I'm a pivot. Like,
I know what you mean.
I'm a pivot quick. Like I don't really.
What's quick for you?
Like a week or two. Like I'm not really like
a week.
Yeah, because like I'm big on vibes. Like if I get the vibe that's like I'm not gonna say a week because I like to court women. I'm gonna take you on the first date.
7 days.
I'm gonna take you on a date. You feel me? Take you on a date. And if I feel like the vibes is a little iffy on your end, I'm like
That's fair. It don't take forever to know that you like somebody.
Yeah, like and I'm not. I just need effort.
I'm not.
I like that word. I just need effort.
All right.
I'm not reaching before the wall is closing. You know what I mean? But for me,
you're not reaching before the what?
Before the wall closes. I'm not reaching for when the wall closes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
For me,
You got the proverbs.
For me, I got a little. You know what I'm saying? A little dictionary or something like that. Nah, for me though, what? Yo, just hold it down, man. Just hold it down, man. Just hold it down. I mean, no, seriously though. You know, I mean, I could say loyalty and all that, but no, that's the general. But just understand that I'm chasing something right now, chasing something crazy. You feel me? And I'm not even gonna say it may not work because it is gonna work. Cause we already in certain doors and all that. So you gotta understand, like,
That's
my life
thing.
is moving. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make not only time for you and make sure that you accept some ass, you know what I mean? But you gotta reciprocate that though, because understand I'm Batman out here. You feel me? Robbing doing his job, and I got a lot going. You know what I'm saying? So I need you to just hold it down and know that
I was laughing because Drake just said something that that's like Drake talks about my life in his rap. I don't know if y'all know this, but like he said something. He said, "I got a career that takes my time away from women," and like that's kind of true. Like I'm kind of in the thick of things. Like there have been like there was a girl like I was like, "Oh, this might be a good thing," but like she didn't value that. Like this kind of come first.
Yeah, somebody didn't understand that this was a like really
like I'm in this. Like I'm in this. Like we're not in this yet. So if you're not in this, then.
Can I say one point to that?
Yeah.
I think that's totally fair. One thing that people should realize though is that there's no way around the fact that relationships take time. Like if you see something, if you want to fuck with this girl, if you see something promising with her, there's no way around the fact that you don't have time to give her. If you don't have time to give her, that's cool. But understand that.
But if it's not cool for her, it's not cool for her, not me. It's not.
I mean, more so, it is what it is. But understand that if you don't have time or you're not making time, y'all won't get anywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So understand that too. Like
it has to be both.
But right now, I'm not in the position where I can give time, and that's
kind of
something I figured out something about myself. So I'm like, all right, let me lock in here so that.
Cause we know
maybe one day I can give my time. You feel me? So
we got like what I'm saying, certain positions and all that. You feel me? It take time to sit
and also, I think that even when you're in a working environment, like a woman's energy is good to have around you.
Yes,
So like y'all need a break. It can't be all work and play. Like y'all still need a break. So keep that in mind too. Like
I agree.
Don't
get me wrong. I'm open to the dating pool.
Just you, G, and there, like
water's murky.
While I'm trying to draw a little sun, while I'm trying is a beautiful feeling.
It's a muse.
It's a muse. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That energy right there is different because I can really just be myself and relax. You know what I mean?
So men need to make time for love too. Like when the time is right, when you got your back settled, like don't be afraid to prioritize a good woman.
Ooh, I like how you said that. Prioritize a good woman.
That's gonna be the name of my new poem.
A good woman. You know what I'm saying? All right, we gonna move on now. I need you guys getting into my relationship.
About to get steamy out of here.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Nah, I'm straight. I'm living good, feeling good, living better.
Chicken and grease.
About chicken and grease. That was like some college thing. It's an insider.
Gotcha.
But let's get to Jasmine the Shoota and being a camera woman. You feel me? How?
That's how it be sometimes.
I was gonna say. So how is it being a shooter in Bridgeport, and just being a shooter from Barzan 85 and all of that.
Yeah, because
like, I listened to the podcast. Shout out to the phenomenally powerful.
Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to the queens.
Who are women.
Yes.
You feel me? Shout out to them.
Yes, indeed.
I be wanting to say the phenomenally woman, but shout out to the phenomenally powerful podcast. I listened to it, and you was like, you like raw pictures. Like you don't like to do a lot of edits and things like that. And shake your head like you agree. Now my cameraman agrees. Now my cameraman want to agree. So why is that?
Yeah,
so I'll answer that question. I'll give you my photography background. Yes. So I'm just not one that's huge on retouch to the point where you look like a different person. That's not my body. Like it's not my vibe. I'm not really into that. And I feel that way because when I take a picture, I like to capture the moment as it is, right? Like so if you look how you look, like you know you don't gotta try to do to the extremes. Like if you want to take a little blemish away from here, like tighten something up, I get that. Like, remove a stretch mark, I get that. I understand that. But I'm not making the body look totally different.
Like,
I'm not going to
turn my hat backwards.
No, I mean, all that stuff is cool, but like as far as face and body, like I'm not making you look like a different person.
Yeah. So you're not about to make me look just...
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm really... I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you. My gun's bigger than yours. My gun's bigger than yours.
I'll bite myself.
But all right. So, give me your shooting background. What made you start shooting?
What was the first camera you ever had? Like, what was that first camera that you said, oh yeah, this is the one I'm with? What's the
Yes.
Nikon, the little flash?
What do you recommend? Because we about to upgrade.
Okay. So I'm Team Nikon. Been Team Nikon, yeah. I love Nikon and Canon and then Sony and all that. It's literally like iPhone and Android. Like if you hand me a Canon camera, I might not know what to do with it because everything is in different places, it's in different names and all that stuff. So it's real different. But my photography background, I started shooting in the end of 2019. So I bought my camera body in February 2019. I didn't come with a lens. I thought it came with everything. So
We did too. Oh my god.
They was like, here.
Yo, that's
I paid a
hilarious.
rack and I couldn't even take a picture. A rack and some change and I couldn't even take a picture.
Didn't even take a picture. Oh my
They
god.
said, look at it.
Right.
You was pissed.
Right.
For that.
Exactly. So, yeah, they don't be telling you all that. So I bought my camera body in February 2019, and it wasn't until October 2019 that I actually got a lens. So it was like months, in between. My camera was just sitting up there collecting dust. And first music artist I ever started working with was Kaylee Roselle. I've been on her team since then. Yeah.
I
So,
don't know if you know that. I'm Rose Gang.
Gang,
I'm official Rose Gang. Like,
All of that.
nice.
Kaylee.
Yeah, so I started working with Kaylee in 2019. At first, I was like just helping her out her team, like promo and stuff like that. But I got my camera going, and it was dope. I was in a music studio for the first time in December 2019, and I was taking pictures, and that was like one of my best experiences. Like I love music, so to be able to see it being created was like
Fire.
wow, like it was amazing. Yeah.
Were they smoking that gas bag in that room?
No, they wasn't smoking in there. That studio was no smoking.
Okay,
No
that's cool,
smoking.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
But-
Still beautiful vibes.
Yeah, I've been in plenty of studios and they be in there. Yeah. So it was cool. That was the thing that kind of sparked my passion. Just being able to capture music being made. Like that's what I love to do with my camera. So I started working with Kaylee. And then I was working with Sholi for a while, and that was a great experience. Sholi was my first time.
Sholi.
Yeah. Sholi was my first time traveling out of state, and when I went to him, it was my first time shooting Benny the Butcher, so that was a great experience. Yeah.
Yo, Benny,
Yeah.
shout out to the whole what's the name over there? Benny, all of them. Man.
Griselda.
Griselda.
Yes.
Yeah, they nice.
There's
bro.
all
For them to be sounding how they sound today.
They nice.
There's no excuse.
nice.
There's no excuse. Come on now.
Conway, I think, has like some of the best bars.
Yeah, Conway's
Conway's nice.
I think Benny is like the most
Benny's the
mainstream.
he's the more like gorilla in the front. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Benny
Yes.
is like in the forefront. He's the face, if you will.
Yes. So we went to Ohio. We went to Buffalo, New York.
Oh wow.
Yes.
It was cold as hell over there.
Yeah, and actually, that was a cool experience. Like, when I went there, it was before Benny's album had came out, so I got to hear some of his songs before they got released. Yeah,
fire.
it was really cool. And then one of the music artists, Frego Bass from Hartford, he was at the studio that time. He's signed to Griselda now, so I
I
shot.
know you talking about.
Shout
I
out
know
to
exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
he's from Hartford. Like he's signed to Griselda.
That's
So
what's up.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cuz. We're gonna tap in with you.
yeah, so that's dope. So I shot him back then, and now he's signed. So it's like cool how things come together and stuff. And then I also shoot with Davinci Studios. They're an amazing. They offer very high quality wedding videography, photography, branding, studio photography, stuff like that. So they've taught me a whole lot. And since I've been shooting with them, Ink and Lewis, my photography game has really come up.
Shout out to Ingle Lewis.
Yeah, he's dope. Lewis puts me onto a lot of game. Like they teach me so much. I shot weddings with them. Like
So dope.
great experience. And then most recently, I'm shooting with Bars on I-95.
Talk heavy.
Bars on I-95.
I
Skills
gotta
over
say-
politics. You feel
Skills
me?
over politics.
Feel
I
me?
just gotta say something. So like, I ain't gonna hold you. One day, probably one day soon. You feel me? I'm gonna have them on. I'm gonna get them on the show. But
So they might have to kidnap
you
them.
did something that I felt like was so amazing. I told you this off camera. You took a picture of like my favorite person, like my favorite battle rapper for sure. Like I was just scrolling down my timeline one day and I just see a picture of Tay-Rock. And I'm like, nah. No.
That's lit though.
I'm like,
So you-
rock!
You be at the event.
Yeah.
So like how was that? Like
Now, how was that energy?
just I know like Tay-Rock the GOAT. Like I'm over here stuttering and shit, but like how is it just being around the stars and just flicking them up, getting them right, doing all that?
So the thing, like, I still enjoy it. I love it. Like, it's special to me. And also, another thing that I've realized is celebrities are just regular people. Like,
For sure.
Yeah, it's not so much. I'm not so much starstruck anymore, but I'm always grateful. I'm always like, enjoying the opportunity. But it's not so much a starstruck thing, but it's like, wow, like this is also a dope ass opportunity. Like,
Listen, you were in a
And you be
place
nailing
that
them
people,
picks too.
thank you.
really like, dream to be in. So
Yes.
yeah, of course you gotta, pat yourself on the back because you worked hard to even establish yourself in that place. There's some people that's still talking about what they gonna do, and what they can. You know
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you were over there going crazy in the moment. Some
Yeah.
guys are scared to do that.
It's crazy. Like, doing the work is crazy. Like, really living out your dream, like really chasing a dream is crazy. Like,
Right? Oh my goodness.
Really
You
working
be
on
in
fake-
bag. You be that.
You working on fake.
I appreciate it. Everything, a lot of the stuff that Lewis taught me from Davinci Studios, I've been using on bars as far as composition and how I frame the picture and all that stuff. Like, if it would have been for Lewis, he taught me a lot. Yeah, and bars is an amazing experience. It's really a dream come true shooting with them. Like I said that today for the first time on the line. Like, I don't always talk about it as much as I.
You should.
Yeah, like that's a dream come
That's
true.
like a big deal.
That's a dream come true.
Yeah, it is a big deal. Like,
Yes.
like I always say, like for not only us, but I feel like most, if not all, Connecticut platforms, that's our North Star.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, Bars on
definitely.
95 is our North Star. Like, I love to just get in the room with them and just get some gems from them and what the
Yeah,
fuck
we have
they
a
got going
conversation
on.
to
Because
see what the word is, 'cause-
and for you to be a part of that, that's not little. So
Yeah.
you 100% should be
Yeah, you are part of something that's
like, yeah, like 100%.
bigger
Like,
than, you know what I mean?
that's
Like,
not
so
little.
Yes.
You gotta definitely like
and that's our shit.
That's our
Like,
shit.
Yes.
That's really
CT.
our
Yes,
shit. Yeah,
yes.
you can't say,
Bars on I-95,
bars
like
on me,
yeah,
like-
but niggas try to say some bars on I-75.
Like,
Right.
You gotta come
Like,
us.
I feel
You
like we
know you
gotta
gotta come
own
us.
that a little bit more. Like,
Yes.
that's our
Connecticut,
shit. Like,
and
that's
you-
Connecticut shit. Like,
We gotta
Yes.
stand by it.
outside of Connecticut, people shit on us. People think that Connecticut is
Definitely.
whack. People don't know that when I went to Lincoln, it was always there's black people in Connecticut.
Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
they don't know that.
Meanwhile, Bridgeport has enough talent to compete with any other city in the country. I stand on that. Bridgeport
yeah.
has our city period has
Exactly,
enough
like-
talent to stand against anybody
I
else. We
said
have
the same thing with New Haven. It's like we got
yes,
enough
Connecticut period.
artists, like the whole entire. We could really like put a lot of y'all other states in.
Yes, we have fashion, we have art, we have music, we have everything. Like, and I be trying to tell people that Connecticut put that shit on. Like, we get fly, we get fly.
different. Oh my God! Don't even.
We do. We do.
I
do. Like, we not doing.
we get fly. Ray be putting that shit on.
Y'all wanna,
Yeah, show him. He be putting that shit on too.
come on, stop acting
Come
like
on.
Talk crazy. Talk crazy. Okay.
I don't know, dude, but yeah, for real though.
And a quick plug, real quick. I'm a blog contributor for Source by Smooth, and I dropped a photo dump. I dropped the photo dump today.
I said, "Oh, look
Yes.
at the shooter segment. Let me
Right.
scroll."
So today I said that bars is one of the prides of Connecticut. Like, it
For
really is.
sure, if not the.
Most definitely.
Let me shout out to
Definitely
Bars 995. You feel me?
Skills over politics.
We're gonna get to something else. It's a guy named Harry Bell. I want to shout out Harry Bell. Not
out
only
Harry.
did I want to make sure that I shouted you out, Jasmine made sure
Yes.
that I shouted you out.
Yes.
So I want to shout out Harry Bell because him and you alongside with him, you guys do a lot for the kids. So I kind of want you to explain some of what he does and kind of how you were part of it
Yes.
and that whole shebang.
Perfect. So shout out to Harry Bell, man. Harry Bell is like a hood hero. Like, a
Talk about
hood
it.
hero.
We need
Talk
more
about
Harry
it.
Bells in the town.
I heard about what you do.
Yeah, he's a
gotta
hood
talk
hero. I
about
love
it.
Harry. So Harry is the head of Color a Positive Thought organization, and he started his organization giving out coloring books and a terrorist. Like, who's doing that?
Yeah.
Like, people probably look at him like he was crazy.
Yeah,
like, yo,
coloring
bro,
books,
what
all
are
that.
you doing? A coloring book? Like, blah, 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 blah. But he stuck with it, and he stuck with a message of positivity. Like, our people need that. Our kids
Especially
need
in
that.
Bridgeport.
Yeah, so I love hearing what he's doing. And then he has a different programs going on, but he has basically like a free tutoring, and I have a tutoring business, so I'm one of the tutors for his tutoring program. So I meet with a little boy. He's in first grade. He's a cool kid, man. Yeah, he's a cool kid. He's a smart little kid. So I've been tutoring him, like teaching him his words and his letters and his sounds and stuff. So yeah. So Harry is providing free tutoring for kids in Connecticut and our city, whatever. And I'm one of the tutors for that program.
That's dope.
Okay.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, I'm trying
Harry
to.
out doing big things.
Any of y'all got kids
Sign them up.
that's doing good in school and y'all want them to just stay busy? Sign them up. Y'all got kids that's doing bad. sign them up.
For
you
real.
feel me? Like
Sign everybody up.
that's
Yes.
what they there
The whole
for.
crib,
Soon
cousins
as
and
my
everybody.
soon as my godson hit like 5, 6,
Man.
Come see me.
Who's my niece?
that's strict regimen. You there basketball court. Don't even think about doing nothing else. You go back to your mom at like 8 every day.
And I
type
better get a phone call.
You feel
When
me?
you walk through the door,
Right.
I'm gonna be at the door. I'm gonna be
Right.
at the door.
Yeah, but so I kind of want to talk about the importance of Harry. So I know we know he does a lot, right? But when you got kids coming from where we come from, right? A lot of times they lack what's the word? Hope. I'll say.
Yeah.
Harry is one of the few people that, and I was telling you, I've never seen something like that in my lifetime. I didn't have any, but granted, I was a straight A student, like good student. I never saw somebody that was reaching out to help. That was like, yo, if you lacking, I got you.
He just cares for
If you
free.
need this, I got you. That's what I'm saying. He really loved people for free. So like, the importance of that, like, and when you got somebody that's in it for the kids, like how do you feel working with him?
Yes. So you made a great point
How,
that.
I know he just put his arm around
Yes,
you. You just
yes,
feel so like,
yes,
I'm
I
good.
do. I really do. Yes. So, and you said something important that our kids grow up without hope, and like you have to believe that there's something worth striving for, and our kids don't believe that. Like
Yes.
I work in schools in Bridgeport. I work in Stratford right now, but I worked in Bridgeport before I worked in Stratford, and our kids don't have hope, right?
Yeah, the young homies, they don't feel the need to, I don't know, like elevate. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of stuff. It's
a
because
lot.
of what they see. It's because of what they feel is possible for them. Like it's a lot of stuff.
It's definitely outside too. Like, people don't understand. Like, oh, everybody just step in and da. Bro, you gotta understand. If I go outside and I ain't got nothing to do, nothing, and the ops
Word.
hit my boy, it's up down. You
Word,
figure it out?
word.
It's up down.
That's
Like,
the
I can't,
reality,
like,
and
that's
that's not reality.
Come back
Yeah,
again.
exactly,
So what I'm supposed to
exactly.
do is just sit there and let it happen again. Now I might have to step into this, and now
But
it's
that's
all
why
over.
we got big
somebody
gangster over here,
Harry
though.
Bell
That's what I'm saying. That's
That's
what
who's saying.
We
Like,
need
you
more
know
Harry
what?
Bells to.
He's
I'm
that
gonna
was
get you.
gangster.
I'm gonna pick you up. And
That
I'm
was
gonna pick your
gangsta.
op up.
I'm just-
You feel me? Yeah, you over here.
Duggan.
No, but you made a valid point.
No,
but
but
but that's why it's somebody like Harry Bell that's saying,
Yes.
we need more
before y'all
individuals.
even become ops,
Yes,
Yeah.
word.
you get your little
We
ass
gotta-
over
we gotta
here.
start- 'cause we have to
You
start
get your
young.
little ass over
We
here.
gotta start young.
Now y'all not doing that. Y'all not
Yeah.
doing that. Y'all actually learning together. Y'all might grow up to still not like each other, but y'all not even in the streets
Listen,
no more.
by the
Y'all
time
trying to get money.
Listen,
Cause the one thing I feel like most people lack in the streets is trying to get money. There's a lot of people, especially in Bridgeport. Y'all can say what y'all want. It's not a lot of niggas in the street getting money. I know y'all.
Yeah.
I know y'all lives. Like,
some of y'all-
not
some
long
of-
money.
Yeah,
That
like-
money come and go.
yeah, I'm talking about money
That's
that.
what I'm saying. I'm talking about money. I ain't gonna lie. My hood. I ain't gonna lie. My hood is a life of my hood to get money. I'm not gonna hold you. There's a lot of it really is. It's like there's some older homies from my head, from my hood that really get
All right,
money.
change the subject, bro.
You feel?
'Cause
I'm just
I'm
saying.
gonna call you out every time. Change
Nah,
the subject.
Big Mike owns like 2 trucks. Got it from the muscle. What's the name owns his
Shout out
barbershop?
to Big Mike.
What's the name owns Sandra's? Who else?
Fool be busting at Sandra's.
What's the name? People's. It's a lot of people that get money enough. So growing up, you got 2 options. You gonna be a Bummers McDonald's, or you gonna you know what I
Bummers
mean?
McDonald's?
You feel me? Bummers McDonald's, or you gonna do what you gotta do and follow some examples.
Word.
Yeah, and Harry is creating a positive example.
And I love that.
Yes,
Yeah, love
and
that.
it's beautiful. I started working with him in 2019, and actually,
You started going crazy in 2019.
yeah, I'm
19.
showing up. And you know what's funny? 2019 was the worst year of my life. Emotionally and like mentally, it was a hard year for me. But that was where seeds were planted for me to take off. So it's funny how these things work. Life bless you and it tests you. Nipsey Hussle.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I had something I was gonna say. I forgot though.
It's okay. It'll come back. You want me to make fun of him?
Oh, I remember. So yeah, I started working with Harry Bell in 2019, and that job that I had was a dream come true, and it came after I lost one of my biggest job opportunities, and I was like,
always happens.
yeah, the tables really turned, man. So I started working with him in 2019, and he was the first person that noticed me as someone in my community, and even back then he told me that I would like do great things with our kids, and I appreciate that.
dope,
yeah.
man. He's spoken into
Yeah.
Doing
existence,
big
man.
things. Doing big things. Wow. If KOTV can help in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Yeah, because I cook, so I could definitely cook a lot. My quote grandma, she gonna.
You know what y'all could do? I work with a mentorship program during the week, and y'all could come talk to the kids about running a podcast and what it's like.
I wouldn't mind. That'd be cool.
I'm around. With the youngins. I'm around.
Yeah.
I do it for the kids. Funny thing is, you won't believe it. As rough and as tough as he act, bro, that's all I act, bro. I'm talking about you. Any given moment, he got a cupcake for you.
That's great.
He'll serve you up an insomnia cookie.
That's great.
You might need it.
That's great.
And I should have brought this up when we were talking about college stories. He'll come out of nowhere with some insomnia cookies. Like, bro, I thought that was only in New Haven. How'd you find it?
Cookies lift the mood. Cookies make me happy.
They do. They really.
Cookies, real life, make me happy.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Change your life.
Yes.
Change your life. Like they really just.
And I don't disagree, but y'all can be
That's money in the sense.
But back to so speaking of college, right? It was you're not the same person you was in college.
No,
thankfully,
definitely not. Yeah,
right?
thank
I'm
God.
not the same. I'm definitely not the same person I was in college.
Definitely all evolved.
And you, I know I've seen you talk about growth and the person you are from last year to now. And I kind of want you to speak about that on the podcast because I feel like oftentimes a lot of people do change and a lot of people don't self-reflect. And that's very important.
Like that.
So if you could just speak to that.
Yes. I can give you like a little timeline.
Go for it.
Yeah, so 2019.
Hey.
Yeah, that was my year. And I never thought about that till now.
I told you.
I never thought about that till now. Yes.
Started going crazy.
Yeah, that was a big year for me. Wow. That's yeah.
That was golden year.
Yeah, so in 2019, I had a great job, and my job was paying for my apartment, and I was working with kids in Bridgeport. I went through a friend breakup. I lost, and it caused me to lose my job in my apartment, right? So I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, I was down bad. I lost my best friend, like, it was a friend breakup, right? So lost my friend, lost my job, lost my apartment. Like, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, what's going on with me? And then I lost my another big friendship that I had. So life was just like really at me, right? So 2019 was the year that I kind of started like my spiritual rebirth and like just started digging deeper into myself and understanding myself and stuff like that. So I have some videos on my IGTV that show my process of like, you know, how
That's dope.
Yeah.
I like that.
So in 2019, I suffered like dealt with really bad depression. So I know that like, and I started to self-reflect. I'm like, you know what? I can't keep on going through this. Like, you know, something has to change here. If I keep on acting like this, or if I keep on letting this win, like, I'm not gonna get anywhere. So 2019 is when I started building my own relationship with God, and it changed my life.
Shout out
like
to the big homie upstairs.
Word. Definitely. Shout out to God. Changed my life. So I started going to a great church. I did a fast for 40 days in 2019.
So you ain't eat no food, or you just a little bit of water?
So the fast was for like 6 weeks. So 4 of the weeks we was fasting for like 6 hours of the day, and then for 2 weeks I basically could only eat like fruits and vegetables.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
He was vegan.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was crazy. But when I tell you, like, 2019, man, that fast changed my life. Like, when I went to that fast, like, I was hurt, I was broken, like, I was just down bad, for real. When I came out of that fast, and I just, like, allowed, like, you know, really relied on God. Because when you go through a fast, not to get too spiritual, but when you go through a fast, just to explain it, like, you're denying you're not eating. You know, you could fast in a lot of ways, but when it comes to food, you don't eat so that God can supply your need to sustain you, right? So you rely on God to get you through the day, type of thing. Okay. So I relied on God a lot, and I, you know, learned about my faith a lot more. I got deeper into my faith, and then after that, I started praying a lot more and stuff like that. So really, the biggest thing that helped me change was getting into my spirituality as a Christian. That did it for me, and it wouldn't have been anything else. Nothing else would have worked, but without doing it with God. And then I just started journaling a lot, and that was a big help for me, because before I journaled, I never sat and thought about how I felt. I could be mad, I could be I could be mad, I could be sad, I could be disappointed, I could be frustrated, and I would, like, you know, deal with the day, but I would just keep on going, not realizing that those feelings stuck with me. I never let go of those feelings. Like when you do that, it's like putting it in your pocket. Like I'm mad today, I'm gonna put it in my pocket. I'm sad, I'm gonna put it in my pocket, and you end up having this stuff that's gonna weigh you down, right? And journaling for me was a way way for me to take it out of my pocket and throw it away. Like I didn't have to worry about it no more. So I recommend journaling for men and women. Yeah. And when I started, I would just talk about how I felt that day. And I was looking back on my journal prompts from 2020, and that was like a sign of growth. Like it was amazing to see what I was talking about then and how I felt then compared to how I feel now. Yeah, so and it's great to even have it to look back on. Like, yeah, you know.
I ain't gonna hold you. When I get like when it comes to journaling, like when I feel the way, I just smack shit out this shit.
That's not what he does.
When I feel better.
You gotta try writing.
I should, right? I think I should try writing.
Guys, you know what I mean? He be doing all type of drugs. I don't know.
Ooh.
That's not true.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Speaking on growth, when it comes to growth, right? And I could probably speak. I ain't gonna speak for both of us, but like, I'm with him a lot of the times out of the week, so I can speak for him, kind of. I could definitely say I've grown in the fact that like things I used to feel like I ain't gonna hold you, like I used to hang a lot, like I used to tell a lot of jokes. Like, oh my,
you seem like a real funny dude.
Oh my, when I
you seem like a real funny dude. Really, like, in high school or something.
Here, like high school, college, like come here.
Every time
like,
he come through his battles.
But then as I got older, like I realized like everybody not built for that. Yeah. You feel me? So like, but then as you
heard a lot of feelings, yo. I'm not
as you get older and you go even deeper, it's like not only is everybody not built for that, bro. Everybody's just trying to find their way, bro. What are you making fun of them for?
Yeah.
Word.
No funny shit. Like, let's say somebody music whack, bro. You don't gotta tell them that. You just don't. You could literally not say. Nothing.
Wait, hold on.
Word. Or you could offer say something positive,
you can. But
they don't be want to hear it.
Probably not gonna. Yeah. Nigga, you know how I criticize. When I criticize you, you barely take it well.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like, it be times where it's like, keep it. I've learned to be quiet a lot more, and I feel like that has made me a lot wiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Gotta listen a lot more. I think I do a lot better listening now. You know, like before, I used to just be like, I got it. I'm gonna handle everything, do everything, don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of everything. But now, you know what I'm saying? I really sit down, listen, analyze things, really manage my time better, and I really focus on the importance of certain situations. You feel me? So we could keep this.
I give you like a C+ on that.
I'm at a B
minus. That's good.
I'm at a B minus now.
You think I asked me for 5 more points, bro? All right, B minus.
I need to get Patty pass.
It matters. It matters.
Yeah, no, but I definitely, I do definitely have gotten better at that, and I've learned to not like, cause I ain't gonna hold you like when I like, cause this is my pride and joy. As I said earlier, so like I can't come down on Kyle because
so, like, behind the scenes.
You feel me? So I be really coming down on him.
So me and him about to really be.
It's only because I be feeling the pressure. So it's like if I feel this way, you gotta feel this way, and there's no way you not about to feel this way. So feel
especially
as
partners.
You feel me? Like bro, feel this way. But one thing I did learn, sometimes I get mad. And when I get mad, bro, like I'll be really wanting to fight.
I'll be about to boom him.
Like I'm not gonna lie, like,
I'm really about to go in the room and I'll be having to make decisions.
I'll be really ready to like
in them split moments.
And his friends will let us fight. That's what he don't know. He really thinks somehow, some way his friends will jump in. I'm a dog walker. Like it's gonna be bad, but like I really learned like, yo, you know what?
We gonna jump.
This is the nigga I'm working with. Let me, because I don't have to talk to him like that. Like,
you know what I'm saying? And he has to also understand.
And while I don't,
I let him rock because I know that if he does it to somebody else, it's not going to go the way he thinks it's going to go. With me, though.
No, I'm going to beat the shit out of somebody. What the fuck you mean it's not going to go the way I think it's going to go?
I'm a lot more understanding because, honestly, niggas yelling at me. And
time out, I don't yell at you, bro. I talk to you in a way that I know you understand because what he don't know is I know him.
Oh, now okay, he know me.
I'm not even gonna go off.
Y'all seem like y'all got real friendship. Like y'all.
Basically,
we can do a lot, man.
I know this guy, and it's like
he done stopped me from doing all type of. You know
we've both grown a lot. I'll say.
Yeah.
So could you like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, like in what areas have you noticed your growth?
Everything, man. Definitely spiritually, man. I talk to the big homie every day. I try to talk a little easily. You know what I'm saying? Communicate with the big homie.
Mentally, I feel like I'm smarter. I'm still impulsive as fuck.
Super.
Physically, I'm really a big dog now.
He only gained like 7 pounds. I don't know.
I really walk you.
Go back.
I really walk
episodes. He look exactly the same.
Oh my god! And I keep a hoodie on. Wait till it get nice.
like sticks over there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What was the last one you said? Physically, mentally,
emotionally.
I've definitely controlled my emotions a lot better than I did before, and I'm way more willing to. I've always been open to feedback, but now I'm more.
I ain't gonna hold you. My emotion, that's where that emotion comes in. And emotionally, I'm like I said, I'm smarter, so I won't. Ain't nobody about to trick me on my spot. But like,
once that flip switch,
if it's people I love, like I'll go there. Like I don't have no problem going there with him if it's gonna bring out something productive. Like,
but that's
if I gotta argue with this nigga to get the show out, then so be it.
That's the one thing I can't say though. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, da 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 da." I say, what I don't understand is, cuz going so hard because this really could be something that could potentially change our lives forever.
Absolutely.
You feel me? And it's not that it could be. It will be because we really are connecting with mad different people. We really are walking. Like I'm connected in Atlanta right now. No cap, man. I just got got a little major situation out there design wise. You feel me? So with that being said, you know what I mean?
Shit might pop off. Like,
but it's like so I understand.
Yeah, we outside.
Why he acts the way he acts because it's like, bro, if I'm slipping up and slacking down. What happens when we get a phone call that Shaq want to be on the show?
bro, you practice how you play, or no, you play how you practice.
Exactly. How you practice.
You gotta be
like
ready.
my old coach. Oh my god, I'm about to run suicide.
Like, I was about to do a push-up.
Yeah, I ain't like that. Hey, she read me, so she read you. But yeah, all in all, I feel like
yeah, definitely.
Beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to notice growth in yourself. It really is.
The ball not even blue no more, y'all. It's gray. Come on.
Hopefully, next time we have.
Oh, we mean a new spot too, yeah.
You feel me? She's gonna grow. You feel me? Hopefully,
we are gonna grow.
Yeah, hopefully we grow
Big
fast
W.
enough to where we can still reach her. You feel me? When it's time to come back.
I won't be phony. I won't be
You
phony.
feel me?
I won't. Of course. I'll give you another one.
Oh yeah. I've been far. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just trying to be rude, cross against you. There we go. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you having me.
Amazing content, good conversation and all that.
Yes.
You really not. I'm really just gonna. You know what I'm saying? Strangle this, but that's another.
It's all good, man.
The Air Force Crockies.
I told you, we here.
The Air Force Crockies.
Thank you for having me. I be like humbled when people ask me to like that hear what I want to say. Like, I appreciate people noticing my work and speaking on it. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
Real talk.
Again, I want to say KOTV out. Subscribe.
Like,
follow, all of that.
All of that.
And we got a lot of stuff coming too. We got a whole bunch of little segments.
Make sure you comment.
Yeah. Feed the algorithm.
Word.
Outside with that too.
Yes.
Most definitely.
And look out for all the bars on 95. You feel me?
Yeah.
Jasmine the Shoota. You
Yes.
feel me?
Brother.
We out of here.
Stand up for the state, man.